Okay, I'm joined here by Luke Garrard after a painful 2-1 defeat here at Truro City. Luke, what went wrong for your side this evening?
Quite a bit. I felt that we controlled the game in the first half with not really affecting their goalkeeper. It's nice to have the ball, it's pretty to have the ball, but I want to create and score, and I felt that we didn't really do that this evening. I felt that Truro, in fairness to them, their front line was excellent. Johnson Fisher and Tyler Harvey was best player in the park by a country mile. I felt that he bullied our back line, backed in, won headers, lent on them when they were clearing their balls, couldn't get out a hold of the game in any way, shape or form, and we go and concede a second goal that's criminal. I have not seen us have that luxury to go and score a goal as easy as that. You go and see two very experienced players don't deal with it, and they go and get the second, the game's dead and buried. I spoke to the group earlier in the team meeting about the importance of getting the first goal because they sucked the game dry in terms of long throws, restarts. They take an eternity to do it, and that's their game. I'm not going to say that that's not a positive in their play, but we can't concede like we have done. And then there's a slight reaction, yet great, but I feel that there was 3 or 4 really below par performances this evening. In a game that it's a 6-pointer, the idea of not coming back losing is important. The idea of getting 3 points was sort of paramount. There's 2 sets of people that I feel sorry for this evening. It's not me or that dressing room. We've been put up in a 5-star hotel for the last 5 days, in a resort, spa, golf hotel. It's not me, it's them fans to start with. The fans have travelled down for the second time in 4 days, 5 days to put in their support. The amount of money they have to endure for the trips, and the main one's the chairman. The amount of money he spent on this trip should have just turned up on the Saturday and turned up again today, because we might have had a better chance of getting 2 points as opposed to the 1. So you can tell that I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm annoyed. I said to the group afterwards, this isn't even at a stage where I can say, take your medicine and move on. Nah, we're into cup finals for the remainder of the season. Whether we're topping the pile, finishing 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th or 7th, we are in the mindset of cup finals. And I felt at times there was good control, but there was a team that was dominant in duels, dominant in running, dominant in tracking, countering, recovering, and it wasn't Boreham Wood. So that's a huge frustration for me, because the club, the chairman has done everything right to ensure that we are prepared in the best way possible to return back from Cornwall, Devon, to at least remain unbeaten with a potential 4 points. Worst case 2, and that was never the agenda, and we've come back with 1. So hugely, hugely frustrated.
Yeah, and that first cup final is on Saturday. We face a struggling Aveley side. I assume the mindset going into that will be a response in 3 points is the only acceptable outcome, especially after tonight.
The first cup final was this evening, mate. Like I said to you, every game we play now to the remainder of the season, prior to this evening, was a cup final. That's the mentality we've got to go into, because, like I said, if we finish 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th or 7th, every single game's a cup final. It was a 6-point this evening. We wanted to leave here being above them in the division with an additional 3 points. That's not the case. That's not the case, and I take full responsibility. It's got nothing to do with anyone else. It lands at my door every single time. But they're the games I enjoy. I've played here many a times. I knew exactly what they were going to present as a side, and they do it really well. I'm not stating or saying that at any stage it's a negative for them, but they're relentless, they're unforgiving, they put balls in your box, and that's exactly what they've done this evening. And yes, we dealt with it excellently for the first half, and I felt second half we looked open. They could go through us, round us, over us, and for me, that's a massive frustration.
Cheers, Luke.